Chapter 6339. In the eyes of Duncan, an old detective with a strong sense of investigation. The strength of the RE model is like Sun Wukong's golden hoop and Poseidon's trident. It is an absolute super artifact. In many cases, criminal investigation relies not on experience and technology, but on the ability to obtain and retrieve information. Tracking a suspect from City A, once he leaves City A and the clues are interrupted artificially. Finding him is like fishing for a needle in a haystack. However, from an objective point of view, no matter how vast the ocean is, the needle still exists objectively and has the possibility of being found. The difficulty lies in who has the energy to conduct a carpet search of the entire ocean. Now, RE has this ability. At least, this dedicated RE model has this ability. She has learned all the public content on the internet. So in theory, she also knows everyone in the world who has a name and video data on the internet. As long as she can be provided with enough video materials and a little time, she can compare every face that appears in the video and find the person you want to find. To recognize hundreds of millions of faces from tens of thousands of videos, and then find a specific person from these hundreds of millions of faces. If it relies on manual recognition, it may take at least hundreds of people to work for several days or even dozens of days. But for AI, it may only take dozens of minutes or even a few minutes. The more Duncan thought about it, the more excited he became. He pulled Charlie to a deserted place and whispered, "Mr. Wade, if we can find a way to hack into the surveillance systems of major airports around the world, and give the face of a certain person from the Warrior's Den to AI for learning, then in the future, whenever this person takes a plane to travel, we will be able to see through all his whereabouts at the first time." Charlie asked him, "Is it feasible to hack into the airport surveillance?" Duncan thought for a while and said, "It depends on the information protection capabilities of the country or the airport. Airport surveillance in small third-world countries should be easy to hack into. But it should not be so easy in developed countries, especially those with developed internet industries." Then, Duncan said, "But I don't think it's impossible." Charlie asked him, "Does Inspector Lee have any good ideas?" Duncan said, "Russian hackers have always been very strong. We can try to find them to hack into surveillance in various places. If we can't hack them, we can collect ourselves." "Collect it ourselves?" Charlie asked him, "You mean, we go to the airport to set up surveillance equipment ourselves? Or arrange for people to go to the airport to capture data?" Duncan shook his head and said in a low voice, "Use UGC Big Data." Charlie was confused. UGC? What does it mean? Duncan explained, it is user-generated content. For example, your short video platform, hundreds of millions of users will post their own content on it, and even do live broadcasts on the platform. The data they generate is UGC. Think about it, any airport or train station in the world with a slightly larger flow of people will have people taking photos and videos here. They will upload these photos and short videos to social platforms, and all this data will become public data. Every large airport has thousands or tens of thousands of people at the airport at the same time. And these people will use mobile phones to cross-shoot each other and then upload to social platforms. As long as the person we want to find appears at the airport, there is a high probability that he will not be able to escape the cameras of other passengers at the airport. Charlie nodded and said in agreement, "What Inspector Lee said makes sense. But I always feel that the mesh of this channel is still a bit large. Perhaps 80% to 90% of the people in the airport will be photographed by others. But whether it will be uploaded to social platforms is another unknown. If 80% of people will upload to social platforms, then 88-64, only 60% of the people can be covered, and 40% will be missed." Duncan said, "That's true. But we can think of other ways to make up for the other 40%. At this time, Maria appeared beside the two of them and whispered, "Brother Charlie, can we acquire vending machine companies in countries all over the world?" "Vending machines?" Charlie frowned and asked subconsciously, Kathy, what do you want to say? Maria said, every airport in the world has vending machines. And large airports have dozens of them. From drinks to snacks to masks, eye masks and earplugs. Almost everything is available. If I were a company engaged in vending business, no matter what I sold, I would install monitoring equipment in my vending terminal for safety reasons to ensure the safety of my vending machine. If there is any problem, the cause can be discovered in time. The data of these monitoring devices must be uploaded to my own server in real time. As long as we have enough vending companies, it means that we have our own monitoring equipment in airports around the world. Moreover, vending machines are generally located on the route that passengers must pass through, which is equivalent to our sentry post at the throat position of each airport. Genius!